Let's learn composites. By end of this video, you will understand what is composites, how to use composites, and how to create composite in Lumira Designer 2.0 or Lumira Designer. So let's see what is composites. So composites are some of the components which can be created by an application designer or the developers, similar to SDK components. So, and it can be a reusable component. So it is developed by the designer. It can groups user interface elements and the corresponding business logics into dedicated composites. So by as you know, means in designer we do have different components which are inbuilt with the designer, but we can create our own components which are called as composites, and based on our requirement or business logics we can create these components and called as composites, and it can be used to create subset of applications which can be reused. So reusability is the one main feature which can be used, and example is header and footer element or any other repeating elements. So most of the applications header and elements, suppose for one of the company or one of the client you are building an analysis applications and you have multiple dashboards or multiple analysis application, and for that header and footer things will be remain common in many applications. So in that case what you can do, you can create this type of components which will be fixed with that particular customer's requirement, like customer name or logo on the header, and in the footer there are other information about that customers. So these things can be just built with one of the composites like header footer composites, and then these composites can be used in many of the analysis applications which are being used for the same customer. So this is how it can be reused. So in designer you will see these are having like this icon, which is something which is a unique icon you can see for the composites. Then where is the use of this? So these are the self-made components that can be used across multiple applications, that's what I said. And then decomposition of complex multiple applications into smaller or more manageable parts. So there are many, suppose our analysis application or dashboard is very complex, and um, we have separate components or separate parts of that particular application that can be like separated from the main applications. So in that case as well we can use these composites. So you will see footer, header or KPI tile generic, so maybe then line chart or tag cloud, some of the components which are common to various applications which we can think. So that for that purpose we can use composites. There are some limitations of the compositions as well, so which we need to consider. So it is supported in Lumira Designer only. We were not having it earlier in Design Studio or maybe Lumira Discovery as well, but this is available in Lumira Designer only. Uh, the applications can use composites from same or other documents provided the other components does already exist, and this dependency we need to consider while promoting our applications from development or test environment to productions. So these kind of things which we need to consider while doing this. Then composites can contain other composites as well, and one composites can be part of one or more applications. That is also one thing which we need to consider. Then how to create the composites? So whenever we are having these applications, we just right click on that, we will see create composite, one option. Once we have these options, then we will see like we can add that option, we can give some name and we can add that in the analysis applications here, and we can give some title or maybe some whatever the requirements we are having. Based on our requirement we can create the such composites and then make it available for any applications. So these are some of the properties. For suppose this is the new composite we have created, and that we have this dashboard tile is one component composite, and we can see properties. So in properties we can specify name, then visibility, then we can build some custom CSS as well to just do some formatting, font color, background color if you wanted to change, then other things. Then on events click we can write some script as well, uh, based on some of the events we wanted to hide, or we wanted to perform some of the operations on that particular composite, that can be also possible with this. And then there is layout as well, which will providing some height, width, and then margin, right margin, left margin, top margin, left bottom margin as well. So these are the different things which we can do with these composites, and this is very powerful, I think, means, and interesting related to the analysis applications which we can use it. And I hope this you have understood. We will be covering the practical as well for this um, in the coming videos. I hope you have understood these concepts, and if you have any questions, then please put it in comment section, and if you like my video, then please like it. Thank you for watching.